homicides last night drove Little Rock's homicide rate to a new record for the year. At least one is believed to be gang-related. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us. I'm Dave Whitman.
The numbers last night went to 62 and 63 for murders for Little Rock this year.
The teen was shot once beneath the eye and again in the chest with a .45 caliber handgun.
I think just because it's a little town, we don't have the drugs, we don't have the crime, we don't have the problems. It's wrong.
Where the fuck you at? Can't scrap a lick. So I know you got your dick on hard. From fucking you.
Right here we got DK all day. So that's crip killing all day.
Fix your ass. That's why it's time for the doctor to check your ass, nigga. Used to be my homie, to be my ace. I would've slapped it down your mouth. But I don't think fucking me. Fucking you now.
Let you slide, let me ride, just another homicide. Yeah, it's me, so I'ma talk on, stomping on the easiest streets that you can walk on.
So strap on your Compton, at your looks, and watch your back, cause you might
That's how the world's gonna end. It's gonna be one big gang war.
How are you? All right. We're making a little film here. Can you tell? It looks something like that. Where are you going? I'm going to get the way. You coming to the next task force meeting? Yeah, they let me know. It's going to be on the 19th. Is it out of town? No, it's here. We're going to do something out of town, though.
Several years ago when I saw the death rate begin to change, or not, the death rate was increasing, but the demographics, the victims were becoming much younger and younger, and began to see tattoos and brands on the victims, and began to notice graffiti, and then began to notice that the violence just was increasing, and drive-by shootings and random killings and retaliation killings, and it just went on until 1992. We had a record rate of homicides in Little Rock, and it looks we've broken the record in 1993, and it's just gone on and on and on.
Shot right in the head.
The lights were off, so I figured then that it was a drive-by, and I saw the guy hang over the top with the rifle. So then I said it's a drive-by, and I was gonna run in the house, but he opened up fire, and I ducked in front of the car, and that's when he started shooting. Then I heard the kids holler.
The round penetrated the walls of the house there at 1519 hangar and struck two young children inside the house, and then bullet fragments struck three other people inside the house.
I used to worry about Russia, but now it's more, you know, the people here I worry about, like the gangs and the drug dealers. And
just because we're not as big, that don't mean that you can't get killed just as easy here as you can in New York. I mean, even in a little town, it's crime spreading all over.
It's getting to be in certain parts of the city. I won't be racist or anything about whether it's white part or black part, but it's getting to be nearly as bad here as it was what we moved away from. That's why we moved back out to the country.
Get your ass out. When I was 12 and 13, most people in this state wouldn't even recognize there was a gang here. Man, we got gangs in Little Rock. No, we don't. No, we don't. They always try to push it away because they didn't want to hear it. Oh, if we in little bitty Arkansas, there ain't shit gonna happen in Arkansas. Bullshit. It's come up. Anywhere you go, you see it now. Take you down in hoods in Little Rock, take you down in hoods in North Little Rock that look like Chicago. Look like, man, it's just as hard up here as it is anywhere.
All right. I thought he finished. I was fixing to say, man, that dude Steve, he finna get his car shot up. I'm glad it ain't mine.
The women are just as well, I mean, ready to fight and die as the guys are. You know, I mean, just because they guys don't mean they're hard, and don't mean they. Just because you're a girl don't mean you shouldn't die for your nation. I'd die for my nation. 6-point star. My heart.
First of all, I don't see color. And that's all I just got. I just don't see color. And it don't bother me none.
Man, we all the same people, man.
Fuck yeah, man, ain't nothing but a skin color, dude. Shit. Ain't like a white boy can't be hard. A black dude can be soft, shit.
Man, 50% of my G's is black, dude. They don't look at me as a white boy. Shit, they look at me as trees.
You wouldn't believe how many white kids see, and it's more difficult to get their parents to believe it because they say, oh, that couldn't happen to my kid. You know, that's affecting the black community. But it's not. I mean, you know, we're seeing kids around here, they're doing this gang thing, they're serious about it. All the graffiti in here tells me that what we're dealing with here is a folk set, which is a Chicago-oriented gang. And these, what tells me that is the 6-pointed stars, and then the 6s, you see the pitchforks. So this is all just a bunch of folk gang members that hang out in places like this. And this is why, you know, they just terrorize neighborhoods.
But I gotta find me motherfucking sawed off. I'll be straight. Damn, I hit a slob from a mile away with this motherfucker. You good, too. That ain't no bullshit. That ain't no bullshit.
We got into it because we found unity in ourselves. And it came through the gang. Gang's the only one that taught us love. I mean, our families didn't teach us love, shit like that. And so we found love and we found unity in the gang, so we stuck with that. That's our family. This is my family here.
Used to be my homie, used to be my ace. Now I wanna slap the taste out your mouth. Nigga by the ounce of the rope. Fucking me, now I'm fucking you, little hoe. Oh,
don't think I forgot.
Let you slide, let me ride. Just another homicide. Yeah, it's me, so I'ma talk on. Stomping on the easiest streets that you can walk on. So strap on your Compton hat, your lopes, and watch your back, cause you might get smoked, mob. And pass the bud, and stay low-key, BG, cause you lost all your homies' love.
All my G's have helped me out more than my family ever has in my whole life. And that's one reason I got quoted, is because I wanted family that I know is going to be with me no matter what I do.
Yeah, I don't really have to do. Don't circle around me and shit.
When you're getting beat in, you're getting beat in with love. I mean, you're not just getting your ass kicked. You're just, I mean, when you're getting beat in, you're finna be a G. So they got love for you because you're finna be a G. And when you get beat in, it's also to see how hard you are. See if you're a punk or if you fight back or, you know, if you just sit there and get your ass kicked or what.
Lo, what's wrong with you? Show me what you got. All right. Quit, man. I hear bleeding shit.
What, I can't get no love? What's up, motherfucking shit?
You like to duck too much.
No. I didn't have very much love in my family at all. My mom walked out on me when I was a year old, on me and my sister and my dad. And then when I was 2, I got taken away from my dad. So, I mean, there wasn't really much. I mean, I haven't really had a family to have love in. Well, I was just, but me and my sister both were getting abused by my grandpa and my cousin. And then when we came up here, it happened by my dad.
What happened?
We got abused.
What did he do?
He's sexually abused us.
Wow, 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 yippee-yo, yippee-yay. The sounds of a task bring me to another day. Like, with my phone with your Jimmy. It seems like you're good for making jokes about your Jimmy. Well, here's a Jimmy joke about your mama that you might not like. I heard she was a Frisco dyke, but fuck your mama. I'm talking about fuck my mama, go ahead.
My name is Jackie Hawkins. My daughter is Emily Hawkins. This past year I found out that she's a member of a gang. Her gang involvement, some of the activities that she's participated in, some of the things she's doing. She, this week, has run away from home, left home under very poor circumstances to go live with a boy who's in a gang. Emily was about 4 years old when we split up, and the first involvement that she had in a gang was less than a week and a half after getting a letter, her last letter from her father. Some of these kids I know of have been shot at. Some of them I know have gone on shootings and shot at other people's houses. The medical bills that I know some of us parents are encountering because the kids are getting beat in or going to activities. Several of the girls that I know of have been raped.
I got beat in.
And why did you choose to get beat in and not Sexton?
Because to me, sex has got to mean something. And plus, I know that the girls that do get sexed in, they ain't looked at as a G, really. There ain't very many people that show her respect. And I wanted the respect and I wanted the love. Right before I got quoted, everybody's asking me, what do you want? What do you want? I said, I just want you guys to love me. Isn't that right?
Shit.
Oh my God.
You ready?
Yeah. Oh shit, okay.
Come here, just stay still.
Oh, not too deep, Trig.
Don't move. Don't fucking move. Don't move, girl.
How much you got done?
You almost finished.
Why did I do it? To show that I'm a G. I mean, people's always telling me, no, you ain't, no, you ain't, no, you ain't. You ain't shit.
Looks gross. Brown. Skin's all burnt up. Middle one's messed up, though.
If gangs had been around when I had been 12 years old, my parents divorced when I was 12 years old, and if the contemporary gangs had been here or been around then like they are now, there ain't no doubt in my mind I'd been right in the middle of it. I'd been an OG myself. You know, the kids are trying to tell the adults. You know, I don't think these kids know how to articulate it, and they're articulating it in the only way they think they can articulate it, and that's with a gat in their hands and going by and lighting up somebody that they don't like's house. You know, that's something that we better get a grip on, because it's just getting worse and worse.
If you in your hood and some punk asshole come rolling through your hood and try to blast on you or something, you gotta take care of your hood. You know what I'm saying? Because that's where you live. These days, don't nobody give a fuck about you. Don't nobody give a fuck about you. Don't nobody give a fuck about nobody unless like my G's give a fuck about me. You know, that's pretty much the only people I got. My whole family disown me, and I really don't give a fuck.
See, I heard when he be stacking, he be throwing that Hoover. And I also heard this. I also heard that when he be stacking, he throw Hoover down like this and roll it up like we do slobs.
Fuck them. They talk all that bullshit, man, but they hood so easy to take over.
They went over there last night and kicked the dude's door in. Because he go with a black girl.
Check this
out. They ain't my male, dude.
Check you, cuz. It's like this. All right, we can handle these fools. That's all right. What I'm thinking about, though, is we need to take out some fools that can make us some money.
Dude, I'm talking, that's cool, dude. That's what I'm talking about. Our first
we need to take out some
bigger,
fools
dude.
that are actually got guns shooting at us and shit.
Nigga, what the fuck you talking about? Got guns? Them dudes got a lot of guns.
They may have
They got more
guns.
guns. They got more guns than most of the
Let me
people
ask you
talking
something.
about fucking with.
Are
right
you
now.
more worried about them or are you more worried about slobs?
All I'm saying is if I see them, it's on.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's what the fuck I'm trying to say, dude.
Take one of them grenades. Like that. Boom! Nah, you wanna let them know. Like, yeah, those grenades coming. Bam! Fuck them up. I'm hoping to hook up with some more straps, because the stuff we're going with right now is alright, but I'm wanting to look for a little bit more discreet, more powerful method. So I'm looking at this 9mm with the government issue 9mm with the silencer.
And where are you going to get the money for it?
I'll probably go jacking cars, jacking people, whatever it takes to get the money.
First time I saw him, he was chained with all the other guys and walking through the parking lot. You know you didn't give birth for him to do stuff like this. It's not where they're supposed to be. I want him to know that I'll be there for him, but he's going to have to decide who his family is.
Yes, Your Honor, our main concern was to get Justin out of jail at this time, and the state's going to recommend a $3,500 bond to cover all charges. That will be sufficient.
He's been gone for months. I didn't know where he was. And the night they called to tell me that he was arrested, I thought they were going to tell me that he was dead. It seemed like it took 30 minutes for this police officer to get past, are you William Justin Pearson's mother? You know, and I just, after that, it was like, what are you going to tell me? Because I just, you know, I thought the worst. And that's my worst fear, that something like that's going to happen.
What you been up to, girl? I didn't know you. Why didn't you come say hi?
Cause I couldn't. What's this shit?
My hair. I got to do a lot of fronting for my mom. My moms don't even want me near gang members. So a lot of it's got to be behind their back, you know? I mean, she don't understand gangs for life. She thinks it's something you can walk away from. If she wants to believe that and I can make her believe that, that's what I'll do. But it won't happen.
Keep it that way. There's so much hate in this world right now, and the hate's building up, and it just keeps on and keeps on and keeps on, and we can't talk to anybody about it. And it's like you can only fill up a bottle so much before it spills over.
HHJ 66, numerous shots fired possibly around the railroad track.
Okay, this is the Center Street entrance to the governor's mansion, which is state-provided housing for the governor, and this is where President Clinton lived when he was running for office and lived several years prior to being elected president. And this is also This area right here is kind of in the middle of the what we call the war zone. Bloods are on to the east of here, and the Crips are on to the west of here, and at night you can hear gunshots down in this neighborhood real frequently, almost every night, especially on quiet, still nights.
Ain't nobody out there. Hopefully. One day we was chilling on the street called 23rd. We all grew up together. We all Crips, right? All our homies came down here, like from California, anywhere. They came down here and got with us.
Yeah.
They joined with us.
Yeah,
that's right. You know, and everybody just turned Crip.
I believe the gang scene first started in Little Rock for money. You can get a half ounce in LA for about 500. Out here, you can sell it for 1,000.
We making motherfucking money, cuz.
I came in Little Rock in '87. It was like if Clint Eastwood would have came out here, they would just want to be like Dirty Harry. You know, so I was just something new to him, and they gave me that much more respect. They wanted to be like me.
All right, I'm Yashika. I'm a girlfriend, you know what I'm saying? And what I feel about him, he's straight, I guess. Nah, I'm not Mo bitch. I'm Mo girl, you know what I'm saying? Keep that on camera, too.
We got much love for Mo.
We got much love for him.
Much love,
That's our motherfucker, dude.
When I started me gangbanging, everybody else in my family was gangbanging. I liked it how people used to look up towards my father and my brothers and stuff. One day, my father was out there waiting with a few of the homies, and I was inside the pool on the gate. And I can't exactly say who did it, but I know they drove up, got out the car with the rags tied on their head, and shot my father, shot my sister, and shot another one of the little homeboys right there while we was watching. There was nothing we can do because none of us had guns. We were just all ready to get our fight on. But they shot him, and after that, it was just home.
Mo. Shit. How did I meet him? I was walking down the street and shit, and he stopped me and started talking to me. And we just hooked up like that, you know? I was going to school and shit. I wasn't fucked up about gang banging. I didn't know nothing about gang banging. He was gang banging, and what they was doing looked fun to me. You know what I'm saying? They was cripping and shit, and they had cars and money and this and that, and they was out on their own, you know? So shit, I wanted to do that kind of shit. So I got into winning and got out on my own and started hustling. And now I got everything I want and shit.
You say you got everything you want. What is that? What do you have?
Everything.
What's everything?
I got a house. I got 3 cars. I got money in my pocket. Everything I want.
But how old are you?
17. I feel like I'm too hard to die, man. I feel like I can't see faded, you know? I feel like can't no nigga fade me. I feel like I'm the hardest nigga walk the earth and shit, you know what I'm saying?
There used to be a crib house right there.
Does it
Used to be a drug house, too. I used to live on a blood street. I be hearing gunshots all the time. And I know some of them too quiet.
I think I was about 9, somewhere about 9. At first I had a gauge, I couldn't shoot the gauge. Too big. I think Cato gave me a 9, but it was too big, so I think it was Ray Rat. Ray Rat hold my hands up. He let me aim it, point at whoever I wanted to get, and he just hold my hand and let me get busy, and just told me to pull the trigger when I'm ready. And that's exactly what I did, just pull the trigger.
You were 9 years old and you were killing people. How did you feel about that as a 9-year-old boy?
At that time, I didn't know no better. I ain't had no remorse. I thought that was the thing to do. From everybody telling me that's the thing to do. So if somebody keep telling you that's what you're supposed to do, that's all you do. just kill.
Y'all don't experience shit like that. Y'all homies, y'all kick it with every day. Y'all sitting in the house. And y'all homie just get smoked and his brains just laying on the couch. You know what I'm saying? Y'all in there shooting dice, playing cards and shit. Your homie get smoked. What y'all want to do, you know? We gonna go back and get the person who smoked our homie, you know what I'm saying?
It's a little LA out here now. From when I first got out here, it was real country. They'll fight on the weekends, but they'll be friends again that coming Monday. Now they don't fight no more. They're killing each other. They don't even waste no time in arguing. They just go out and just shooting.
Tell you the truth, it's gonna be some motherfuckers die. It's gonna be some motherfuckers get scared and get out of it. But in this motherfucker, with the motherfucking Crips, ain't nobody getting out. Ain't nobody getting out.
Can't nobody get out once you in. Once you in, the only way you getting out is if you die out. If you don't die out, you not out.
Dudes trade
You
for
can't,
life.
cause most of the Crips and shit, they get in a set. They get their set branded on them. You know what I'm saying? For life. You know what I'm saying? They can't get out. They gotta die out.
Wood Street Crip. 23rd.
When did you do that?
About 2 hours ago.
And how does it feel?
It feels straight, Chris.
It
don't hurt.
It don't hurt, you know. You drink a 40, you know. You straight, you buzz and shit. You straight.
You could have said that 40 said smoke a 27.
And why did you put that there?
Cause I'm down for mine. This motherfucking family, Wood Street, 23rd. I'm down for mine. Wood Street Crip, 23rd, for life.
10 rows to your left in the cotton. Everybody catch a roll with Bluefoot and Emma. Head up. On the tail road. McGee. Nothing but a G thing.
What I've learned is it ain't gonna never end. Really, never. They got their mind based on all the blacks killing each other, but they're not looking over at the whites. It's not just us killing each other. It's everybody just killing each other. If you look at the news, people killing each other every day. For small family members killing each other for money. We just killing each other for, I don't know.
You know, as my job as the county coroner, that was really how I became interested in this. I started studying it and tracking it back in '86, and been called everything in the book, hysterical and ahysteric about it coming. But what I saw in other communities as I was traveling around learning about homicide investigation, I saw coming here, and it was really kind of strange that it could be coming to a place like Little Rock, Pulaski County, Arkansas, but when it hit here, it hit with the power of a sledgehammer. The way to solve the problem ain't sitting around waiting for somebody else to do it, and I decided to take these pictures, these photographs of these victims, and just go and talk to these kids in the hood. You got shot 3 times?
Yes.
What was it they shot you with, do you know?
They was shooting a, what you call it, son?
25?
Sawed off.
Oh, it was a shotgun?
Yeah, they caught me with some buckshots.
You know, for 20 years, I've been picking up dead bodies, but the last 5 years, the bodies I've been picking up are babies.
How y'all get the pictures like that?
Most of these kids that are doing this are pretty intelligent kids, and they know that they have a hopeless existence. I think all you got to do is look at some of the conditions that they're born into, and it's not easy. I mean, it's not hard to figure out. See, I'm the county coroner. That's what my job is.
Kenneth Wells, I know him. That was
Kilo.
my buddy. Yep.
Kilo's your buddy?
Yep. 3.
See that, G? That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. You got to put.
I ain't no game.
Well, you got to put the guns down.
3.
You know, I know you're gonna.
4. No, Eric here.
He need to go attack.
Yep, of a girlfriend. No, 6.
6 of them?
Yep.
And you're 15?
Yep.
Hey,
Hey, you know about
this is what an AK will do. This kid's still alive. See, that's what them gats will do. This is a 10-year-old kid. How old are you?
12?
12? Well, he's 2 years younger than you are, see? And just a little piece of a bullet hit his arm. That's why you got to quit throwing the lead around.
Police say the 2 teens walked into Baker's Liquor armed with this semi-automatic pistol. The store owner was behind the counter and says he shot the 2 teens before they could harm him, his wife, and 2 customers.
He turned the gun on me. You know, I had no choice but to shoot. I felt that, you know, it's either my life or his or my customers too. I thought, you know, the guy was going to kill everybody. I mean, because he had the gun to do it with.
14-year-old Cleon Perkins was killed at the scene. Parrier says 15-year-old Moses Crawford was hit by gunfire, but then ran from the store. His body was found on a front porch some 1 block away.
That made me want to do something drastic. That made me want to kill somebody, you know, because that was wrong the way they did.
It's just like, man, I just feel like going to do something bad to somebody, man. That's how I feel like it's gonna get worse.
If I was laid out like that, I want somebody to do the same thing. Yeah, I say, for instance, some crabs roll down on me and shoot me, I expect my boys to go back and shoot them back up. You know, kill one of them too. Yeah.
No, I'll be back.
Straight there. That's in my memory, man. It's their favorite drink, man. We just pouring them out in the ground. You know, you pour it in the ground to sink in. That's like they're getting it to us. That's just how we remember somebody. That's how we're remembering somebody. Yeah.
Do you see any choices besides gangbanging? In other words, in terms of getting a job, going to school? Describe to me how you see the options for your life.
There ain't no options, man. It ain't nothing to do but gang bang and sell dope, man, and drink beer and hang on the corner. That's all it's to do. That's all it is to do.
Waking up, bitch, it's real easy to do. Especially if a bitch walk up and choose you. I want it by choice, bitch, not by force. I need my money every day as my main source. I put my bitches down at 8:45. They came back with my bankroll at the same time. I'm standing east to the moon, west to the sun.
The game to me is, you know, is a group of fellas that's gonna stay together, look out for each other and all that, you know. In case another thing come, we know how to deal with it, you know, because it's the people you're looking out for. You know, just like Crips, they can come through here and start stuff with us. We just be sitting out like we doing now, chilling. And all that driving through and all that, throwing up signs, that's something I feel ain't cause for. That's disrespecting our territory.
And then what happens when something like that happens?
Well, it depends on how they disrespect us. If they disrespect us like coming through shooting, then it's only one way we gotta disrespect them. We gotta go back and shoot at them. This one of the guns right here that I took from the Crips. This is a 22 automatic. And as you see, I ain't got the clip in my gun when I keep it in the house. But if it come down to trouble with me, then, you know, I have to throw the clip in and go and do what I gotta do. So I'm gonna take care of business regardless.
Being down with a click and everything, it's just good, you know. I thought about getting that at first, but then I was like, for what? Working these restaurants and all this, making minimum wage, $4.25 ain't paying nothing. And so, you know, I figured at least out here, I'm with all my boys, you know what I'm saying? We gotta love each other. We're gonna make our money, we're gonna kick it and have fun and whatnot, you know. I ain't thinking about getting out right now.
You say you make money. How do you make money and how much money do you make?
You know, the way everybody else do, dope. You know, I mean, it's everywhere, you can't escape it, so, I mean, I just come out, do my little thing, you know. Probably be out there like an hour, you probably pull like 400 and something. Money, it come in pretty smooth.
I've been working from the time I was 9 years old. My mom used to take me to a cotton field and chop cotton. So I know what it is to work. I know what hard work is.
I know what it is to work too.
No, you don't. He go to work and he works 6 months. Oh, that job is just killing me.
Hey, you ain't never went up there and washed all them dishes after all them little hungry folks. Instead of washing them dishes up at Bennigan's every night, everybody else at concerts and everything, I'm up there washing dishes. It's 2 o'clock in the morning, I ain't left yet. Dishes just piled up everywhere. I just look like a little ant over there with all them big dishes everywhere, big pots, scraping and scrubbing. Dishwasher, you running through the automatic dishwasher, it still don't clean. You gotta steady run through and through. By the time all the dishes piled up, you gotta get over and get the
Hey, don't touch it! You ain't doing it! Just like bow wow wow, yippee yeah, put on the fucking high. Bow wow wow, yippee yeah. A sounds of a blood rushing to another day. Bring my bone, Jimmy. The guys ain't got nothing that the girls can't do. The girl can do more than the guys can do. We might get say, we in blood, we pyro, we blood. What's up? Down crib. Fuck them crib.
Y'all just took a little view of somebody being jacked up. You know, they just trying to harass a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? Like we just chilling up at an abandoned house.
Next judge, last name Presley, first name Elvis. Black male, 1977.
You know, it ain't nothing new in this neighborhood. Ain't nothing new.
I'm the county coroner.
You remember from New Future?
Steve Wojcik. County coroner.
Remember him from
You
New
know what I do
Future?
for a living?
Yeah.
Get check dead body. That's it. Great. Hi, Greg. What I've got in the car is I've got some pictures of some kids that died last year. I'm trying to figure out some way to get y'all to put the gas down, you know. And basically what you guys are is an endangered species, you know? And you got to put the guns down. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm trying to figure out.
Triple homicide. Yeah, they ran up in that house, didn't they?
And it don't matter what color these individuals carry. It don't matter whether they have a blue rag or a red rag.
It doesn't matter.
They all bleed red.
Yes.
See, and they all got
Everybody has
mamas.
the same organs,
That's
same
right.
inside.
That's right. So,
It's just-
you know, I want you to work me out of a job. I'm tired of this.
I know.
This stuff's changed me. You know, I'm just tired of seeing young dead people, you know? And y'all are killing one another. You know, you gotta stop. You gotta stop. And you can help do that. You know, I know you got juice. And you can get all these other brothers. There's something we gotta do that's positive, see? And it don't make no difference whether they're crabs or bloods or whatever.
I know what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? It's young, dead, black children. So you gotta stop it. You can do it. I
got a best friend that's a crip. If I can talk to him, I believe he can get some of his partners to turn over.
Well, why don't you try that? Is there some way you can do that?
I can do it.
Huh?
I can do it.
Do it. Promise?
I promise. I'm gonna talk to him.
Talk to him.
I'll do it tonight.
What you brothers own this?
I can hear him talking in the kitchen. I guess about maybe say 10 minutes. I heard the phone hit the floor. I didn't hear him say anything. In fact, it was a while, I guess, before I realized I heard a gun. And I hollered for my husband. And my husband went into the bedroom and he shook Robert. And said, "Get up, son, get up." And then he said, "Well, I can't wake him up." He said, "So can you wake him up?" And that's when I guess I put my hand, I could almost just put my hand through this hole. But God just wouldn't let me see all this. I didn't see the blood, but I knew it was there, but I didn't see it.
One day, you know, and we were coming down the street right here, and my partner was like, "Hey man, there's a police in front of your house." So I jumped out of the car and came up on the porch, you know. My mom was there crying and stuff. I knew what happened then, but I didn't figure he had accidentally shot himself in the head. I thought somebody did a drive-by and shot him. And, you know, I don't think I could do, you know, just hold my mom, you know, and try to beat her for and everything. But, you know, it was just hurting and killing me so bad.
My mom, she was up in the kitchen doing something. She said she just heard a gunshot. So can't nobody really say why he did it, you know. It's just he gone and ain't nobody gonna never find out the reason. He ain't leave no note or nothing.
I'm positive there's someone in this laboratory.
Robert told me that he was tired of the gangbanging. He said, "Mama, I'm so tired of it. I don't know what to do." So it just doesn't make any sense. And I told him, "No, son, it doesn't."
Little Rock reached its record number of homicides not once but twice overnight. The first shooting happened around 8 o'clock in the 1200 block of West 36th Street. 19-year-old Kenneth Brown was shot in the head in a drive-by shooting. And then just after 10 o'clock, another 19-year-old was killed. Police believe the shooting was gang-related.
These killings are especially significant. Now, the murder count for the city is already higher than it was last year.
A shootout this afternoon.
An 11-year-old boy hit by a bullet. Victims are getting younger, and the degree of firepower.
The gang-related shootout left two young men.
Above the national average.
A record for the number of people murdered in the city in a year's time.
Right now, the things are tremendously violent on the streets, and kids are still killing one another. And just this very morning, a 19-year-old boy was shot and killed, supposedly by somebody that was in his own gang. And it's just gone on and on and on until it's affected me to the point where no longer can I be objective about it. When I see victims used to, you know, I just thought about doing my job. And then as I worked on, I began to notice that these victims all had families, and that when they died, regardless of how bad a kid they were, somebody hurt. And then the perpetrators of the crime, their family members suffered. And it's just a tremendous loss to society when an entire generation of young men's being wiped out.
What up, Pooh? So, Pooh, show me love. Hey. Hey.
What's really happening is we got some problem. We got some guys riding through that's from the other side. They may not be hostile. They may be hostile. So we take cover and get prepared. You know, it's best to be safe than sorry. So this is like a 186 move. We all gonna move back up off the front. You know, that's where we can cover this whole perimeter without no one getting hurt. Come on in. Y'all did get the house.
Shoot the dice, dude.
That's right.
They got that 6 right there. 10. Come on.
10 he shoot.
10 like a motherfucker. And he hit me. Damn, my bad. You don't see. I won.
How these said everybody get 3 slices of beef.
That's it.
Everybody get happy. Woohoo!
Hey, pizza.
It just takes time. And when you've been doing, you know, for so long, it's been going like that, it just takes, everybody's got to feel everybody else out and just see. But we got to quit the killing.
Righty.
See you.
All right, Steve. What's up, good?
Anybody get hit?
No, I don't think anybody got hit. See what I mean? All it was a gang sign thing. All you had to do was one set.
Did she get that? You didn't get it?
You see they threw they set
Tell her what happened. Tell her just what happened. They just rode through. That was a drive-by.
You see what happened, don't you? You see what happened? We can't never stand out here without that.
That is a perfect example. I mean, you know, these kids were not doing anything, and this group drove by, and this is retaliation. And what you saw was that car, whoever they were, that went by and started shooting at Ugly Man that was down there. And then, of course, you know, you got retaliation. And I mean, that just, you know, just takes one of those, just a split second, and the person's no longer with us. I mean, just like that. It's crazy. I'll never understand. And so imagine how these kids feel. And so right now, what's working in them is anger. I mean, you know, and these older guys are trying to keep them in check, but they're not out of their hoods. I mean, you know, this is people coming into their neighborhood, and this is a city. I mean, we ought to be able to go everywhere we, you know, want to go. But I don't know. Makes my heart go 1,000 miles an hour, so imagine how these kids feel. I mean, ducking every car that goes by. It's crazy, crazy.
How has this neighborhood changed since when you were a kid?
We have ride-by shooting every 20, 30 minutes around here. That's a big change. When I was a kid, you would have never thought it would ever be a shooting around in this neighborhood. The worst thing we could think about was an animal breaking out of the zoo. I hope one day that soon that the black people start using their minds and not their hands and start thinking that every time they pull the trigger, they killing a doctor, a lawyer, even our next president.
Tonight's top story.
A shootout this afternoon in a Midtown Burger King. 2 people are hospitalized. Details coming up. This is Alan Kelly at the site of a weekend gang shootout. Coming up, we'll tell you why this shooting has prompted a call for the city to have an emergency meeting.
If it hadn't happened at university, we wouldn't be here. It's getting too close to the white community. And I'm glad that we can come together because crisis seems to be the only thing that brings us to the table.
I have a little bit better perspective on drive-by shootings now because yesterday I was standing on a street corner with a group of kids and another group of kids drove by in a car and shots were exchanged. And I was in the middle of it. So I have a whole new perspective on it. Right. And I suspect that there will be a retaliation. Last night a woman came across the street and she said, you know, this is every night. Bullets whiz by my house. What am I going to do? How do I mean, she sleeps in her bathtub at night, for Christ's sake. And so what we have to be able to do is, this is an emergency meeting, but this emergency's been ongoing for years in this community. Our death rate of juveniles continues to escalate, and we must do something about it. And if that just means each and every one of us leaving this room and going out to a neighborhood and starting to learn about it, then that's what we're going to have to do.
What's up,
You ever been shot?
I done been shot 3 times.
How old are you?
Huh? 18. I got mine to show mine right there.
Jeez.
3 times.
Let me see that again. Who shot you?
Them old slob ass niggas over there.
Where'd that happen?
That happened over there on Battery.
I know. You know what's happened here. See, is for all these years I've been doing this research, I have purposely not gotten too well acquainted with anybody I was dealing with. I mean, you know, I talked to a lot of people, and now what's happened here is I've begun to recognize people, and I know people here on the street. I've even given them my own names. I mean, you know,
Right.
like Show Me Love and Give Me Two, and there's 3 or 4 other guys around here that I've kind of tagged my own little name on. And you know how it's going to affect me if I have to come down here some night and zip a body bag up around one of these youngsters that I've talked to, and this is what happened the other night.
Well, y'all experience what we go through every day, you know, every day. Can you imagine coming out of your front door and every car that passed by, you got to almost, you know what I'm saying, have whiplash from, you know, that's what these kids go through daily.
This guy mom come to me one day. She said, OG, y'all please turn my baby loose. You know.
Told you to please turn him loose?
Yeah. And I was saying like, I said, I didn't know who she was. And I said, lady, I don't know you. And she told me who she was. And I said, I love that dude. And I said, if you take him and go wherever you go with him, I don't have no problem. But as long as he out here on the street, I love him, and there's nothing I won't do for him. And he's gonna come around here. So what do you mean by turning him loose? And she told me, she said, I just don't know what I mean.
Yeah, frustration.
And I told her, I said, it's not me that have him. I said, it's this whole society that got your kid.
Nah, dude, you
Hair bands.
dude. Now, come on.
Were they hair bands?
Come on, dude.
Go for it, then.
My son was killed on October the 4th, 1991, about 2:30 a.m. He was in a red Camaro, some poor guys had decided that a friend of his was going to die that night, but instead of my son, the first bullet that they fired hit him in the back of his head, came out his forehead, which left a large hole here. The main reason I'm here today, I want to talk to the kids about how a mother feels when she loses a child. When you lose a child, excuse me, it's just like you lose a part of yourself. I have 4 girls and 1 son. I don't care if you got 10,000. When you lose one, you lose a part of you.
These 4 persons before you now represent mothers who have endured the pain of losing a son. And many of us here have been affected by this epidemic. And we light these candles today because these ladies have come, and I want them to stand, if they will, and face the audience. Our Father in heaven, I know how difficult it is. And yet I don't know because I've never lost a child. But it must be tough when flesh is your flesh and bone of your bone, and the prime and youthfulness of their lives are cut down by an unmerited and unwarranted bullet. But oh God, these mothers represent many mothers across this land.
When you lose a child, you lose your hopes, your dreams that you have for that child. It's been so many nights I've laid in my bed and my pillow just soaked with tears. Thinking about my child, thinking about the night I saw him in his car, and reflecting back, just sitting there, laying there like that, like he's asleep, and knowing I'll never see him again.
O Lamb of God, if we are to stop gang violence and all kinds of violence, if we are to save the children, if we are to save the children for the future of our world, if we are to experience peace in the future, we must call a truce. See, now when trouble comes, back in the old days, when folks were fighting and feuding, they'd call a truce. Somebody would wave a flag. So it's time to get out this mess. You killing me, I'm killing you. It's time to get out this mess. We need a truce in the land. You are well aware of the killings that's going on in Little Rock. And a lot of it is gang related. And we think it's time that we call a truce in Little Rock. And I want to know your opinion whether or not a truce can work.
They really don't want us to have no truce. I think they really just want us to keep on killing each other till just 5,000 of us left. So they can just
lock all of us up. They started paying more money to build more jail. And every time gang members see that on TV, they make them more angry. Every time they see somebody, they put money to build jail, like they put all these billions of dollars to build the other jail over there. Every time they see that, like, man, these people don't care about us, so we might as well just go ahead and keep fighting each other.
Black people don't have nowhere to go. You know, all we gotta do is kick it. We gonna kick it in our hood, you know. What we gonna do? We might as well go kill a couple of niggas, man, you know. Go in their hood, do a drive-by. Then come back in our hood, laugh about the stuff. You know, to sit there and think. Only time you really gonna get deep into it is when one of your friends die, just like one of my partners died.
We got some problems. How do you solve problems? How do you solve problems?
I don't know, man. You just gotta talk it out.
Say that again.
You gotta talk it out.
Say it again.
You gotta talk it out.
Say it again.
Talk it out.
That's right. If we don't talk, nothing's gonna happen.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, I've been doing this work for over 20 years. I've been investigating death, and Hopefully I can make people see what's changed me by looking at what I've looked at, dead children in the street. Unless we do what the old African proverb that says it takes a whole village to raise a child, unless we as a society start doing that, we could hire all the cops in the world and build all the prisons in the world. And as long as somebody's hungry and hopeless, they're also dangerous. They don't understand why they're dying, and our children are reaping what us adults have sown. And what we're gonna have to do is start listening to them. When I go out into the streets and I see a kid and I see all they really need is somebody to say, hey, you know, there's somebody here that cares about you, and whether it's to bring them a meal or whether it's just to be there and say, look, you know, you don't need to do that, you need to straighten up and go this way. What we've got to recognize is that they're children, and if you reach out and touch them, they'll respond. That's what we've got to do as a society, is we've got to reach out and hug those kids.
I heard him shot.
That means get back and get ready.
I strap up, step out in every direction. Glock tech, Jimmy hats in case I need protection. So I'm time to play. It's just another day around the what? Around the mother.
Just off University, throwing gang signs and making obscene gestures. Passing vehicles. Attention all units, taking today's date around 1200 hours from 6403 Dove Lane.
Give my number on this disturbance call. Roosevelt, go back. 40 out 1019 up Behrman, Markham and Punt.
Appreciate it, 40. Refuse complaints if has been shots fired in the area, 3802 Kavanaugh. Any unit coming in contact, code notify local authority, Little Rock Police Department. Station clear, 2259.